No one saw this coming. Yang Mei Mei, the rising starlet who just turned 20, has shocked the entire entertainment industry. Overnight, her innocent image was shattered when she made one announcement that left her fans in absolute disbelief. Pregnant, and proudly declaring, "I am not too young to be a mother." How did this happen? And who is the mysterious father that no one seems to know? Get ready, because this story is going to change how you see Yang Mei Mei forever. Yang Mei Mei first captured hearts with her sweet smile and innocent charm. At just 16, she was already topping drama charts with her emotional acting. Fans called her the nation's little sister, a symbol of purity and youth. Brands rushed to sign her, magazines filled their covers with her face, and millions followed her every step online. She seemed like the perfect role model, hardworking, kind, and dedicated to her family. But what no one knew was that behind those perfect photos, Yang Mei Mei was quietly battling loneliness and pressure. Then came the whispers. Paparazzi first caught her having late-night dinners with an unknown man. He wasn't a celebrity. He wasn't a CEO. He was an ordinary guy. A medical student, 5 years older, named Zhang Rui. They met during one of her charity visits at a hospital. Away from the cameras, he treated her like a normal person, not a superstar. For the first time, she felt free. Their relationship stayed hidden for over a year. No couple selfies, no scandals. Just two people quietly falling in love, until Mei Mei found out she was pregnant. When she learned she was expecting, her management team panicked. They begged her to stay silent. Some even suggested terminating the pregnancy to protect her career. But Yang Mei Mei did something no one expected. She refused. With shaking hands but a determined heart, she posted on her social media. "I will protect this life. I'm not too young to be a mother." Fans exploded with mixed reactions. Some cheered for her bravery. Others criticized her for ruining her image. News outlets scrambled to cover the story. Her agency? They threatened to cancel her contracts. The backlash was fierce. Brands pulled out. Variety shows removed her appearances. Online trolls called her irresponsible. But in the storm, something beautiful happened. Other young mothers, women who had faced similar criticism, began to speak up in support of her. Hashtags like #HerLifeHerChoice and #StrongMomMeiMei started trending. And quietly, by her side, Zhang Rui proposed to her, not with a fancy ring, but with a simple promise: no matter what happens, we'll face it together. For the first time, Yang Mei Mei wasn't living for the camera. She was living for herself. So, what's next for Yang Mei Mei? She stepped away from acting for now, focusing on her health and preparing for motherhood. But she promises this isn't the end of her career. In her words, "One day, I'll return to the screen, not just as an actress, but as a mother my child can be proud of." From child star to young mother, Yang Mei Mei's journey is a reminder that life doesn't follow the script others write for us. And maybe, just maybe, her bravest role is the one she's about to play, being a mom. What do you think about Yang Mei Mei's decision? Brave or reckless? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more unbelievable celebrity stories. Just days after announcing her pregnancy, Yang Mei Mei held a live stream, something her fans had waited for. Wearing no makeup, her voice soft but steady, she spoke directly from the heart. "I didn't expect everyone to accept my decision. But I wanted to be honest with the people who've supported me since I was 16. I'm scared, but I'm also excited. I want to raise my child with love, not fear." Thousands watched in silence, some crying, some still confused. But in that moment, Mei Mei showed she wasn't a child anymore. She was a young woman taking responsibility for her own life. Behind the scenes, the entertainment industry was divided. Some producers cut ties immediately, saying she had ruined her wholesome image. But surprisingly, a few female directors stepped forward, offering her future roles that celebrated strong women rather than perfect girls. One famous filmmaker even said, Maybe it's time we stop forcing young actresses to live perfect lives. Mei Mei's story could inspire millions of young women to own their choices. Suddenly, a career that seemed over was opening up in a whole new way. And it wasn't just the industry. One by one, celebrities and fellow actors who had once worked with Yang Mei Mei began sending her quiet messages of support. A famous singer even wrote on his social media, "To Mei Mei, who bravely chooses love over fear, I stand with you." Slowly, the tide began to shift. People started asking, why do we judge young women so harshly when they choose family? And as Mei Mei shared glimpses of her pregnancy journey, her cravings, her morning walks, the first ultrasound, the world began to see her, not as a fallen idol, but as a human being. Now, with just a few months left before her due date, Yang Mei Mei is preparing for the biggest role of her life. She's reading parenting books, decorating a small nursery with pastel stars, and taking quiet walks in the park, far away from the paparazzi's lenses. Zhang Rui, her fiancé, is balancing his medical studies and learning how to change diapers. Together, they're preparing not just to welcome a child, but to build a home filled with kindness, honesty, and second chances. Yang Mei Mei's story is far from over. She may have lost sponsorships, but she's gained something far more valuable, her voice. She's no longer hiding behind a carefully crafted image. She's no longer afraid of disappointing her fans. Instead, she stands tall as a reminder that even under the brightest spotlight, you're allowed to make your own choices. Her journey reminds us that fame doesn't protect anyone from life's surprises, but it's how you face them that defines who you truly are. So, what do you think? Was Yang Mei Mei right to choose motherhood over maintaining her image? Would you make the same decision if you were in her shoes? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to follow more powerful stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on. But this story isn't just about Yang Mei Mei. For some fans, her decision forced them to reflect on their own lives. One fan wrote, "I grew up thinking my idols had to be perfect. But now, I realize they're human too. Mei Mei taught me that it's okay to choose your own happiness, even when others don't understand." Another fan shared their story of being a young single mom who was judged by society, saying that Mei Mei gave her the courage to hold her head high. Through the noise, criticism, and gossip, one thing became clear: Yang Mei Mei's story was no longer just a celebrity headline. It became a mirror for young women everywhere, reminding them that no one's life is a straight path. As we wait for the next chapter in Yang Mei Mei's life, one thing remains certain: this isn't the end of her story. Whether she returns to the big screen or lives quietly with her new family, she's already left a mark bigger than any drama role could. In her final words during that live stream, she said, "I don't expect everyone to understand me. I just hope that one day, my child will look at my choices and say, Mom was brave." And maybe that's the most powerful legacy of all. So to Yang Mei Mei, and to anyone facing tough choices today, may your story be written in your own words, not someone else's expectations. What are your thoughts on this powerful story? Was Yang Mei Mei's choice inspiring, risky, or something else entirely? Share your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear your voice. And if you want more emotional celebrity stories and inspiring journeys, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and turn on notifications.